Hi, this is Sheldon with the Power of Tarot, and we're going to take a look at the new moon, which is going to be in Sagittarius on December 11th. And see what this new moon cycle in December of 2015 is going to bring for us. So we're going to start by shuffling the cards, and we're going to put the energy of our query or our question into the cards as we shuffle. I'm going to do a shining star spread to take a look at this new moon and how we can best use the energy of this new moon in Sagittarius to move forward more easily and with more grace. So here we go. Shining star spread is like a wheel, and we're going to look at different positions of what's going to go on in different aspects of our life. So the first position we're going to look at is going to be what's going on in physicality. So at the bottom of the spread, we have the Queen of Swords, and here she is. Let's see if we can get a good shot of her there. The Queen of Swords is a master, because she is the queen, of using the intellect and the mind, which the swords represent in tarot. So it's right use of the mind and the intellect. So that's at the foundation of this new moon cycle for us. So we're going to have an opportunity to bring that energy up to the surface and to use it in a good way during this next new moon cycle. At the top is this Archer card, which is the bullseye card. He's the 9 of coins. So coins represent the earth, money, and success, and being very grounded. So the 9 of coins is a big success card in physicality. So using our mind and intellect more and utilizing our mastery of that aspect of ourselves is going to bring us much more success in the physical material world in this upcoming new moon cycle. So what's going to happen emotionally? At the bottom here we have the 3 of Swords card. That's the grief card, and there it is. So it's about letting go of the fear of grief, kind of reviewing old times when we've had old grieving that we haven't finished are going to be brought to the surface for us so that we can release part of that or all of that. So 3 of Swords, that energy could have been put into place at 3 months or 3 years of age as a child when we really didn't understand what was going on with our family. And sort of a knee-jerk habit was created by us to try and cope with things. And that was grieving, grieving for things lost. And so we're going to have a chance to release that. And Jake just jumped into my lap. Here's Jake the Sphinx. See if I can get him to look at the camera here. He's helping with the reading here. He's pretty good. He's a little grandfather energy here for us in our reading. The card at the top of the emotional position is the Sun card. So that is a success card. It shows a happy couple dancing under the sun. And we will have success at letting go of that old pattern of grief, of going through grief. And specifically, grief comes up for us to release and let go of. So it's not a bad thing if it comes up, but the trick is to not hang on to it and let that grief work you. You want to let it move through you and release it. Intellectually, we've got the Hanged Man card. So there that is. The gentleman on that card is upside down. That's the card of adopting a new perspective, of things being literally dumped upside down on their head so that we can see things differently and change our perspective. That's a really cool card to have with the mind. So changing how we use our mind, changing how we look at things is going to bring us great happiness, because on the other side is the 10 of Cups. That's a great happiness card. Maximum happiness and pleasure there. So when that things through change get scrambled, don't try and put them back together the same way that they were before. When a new perspective is offered to you, take a good look at that. And you might discount it usually, but it's important that you take a look at that and if possible, run with it, because it's going to bring you great happiness here. Spiritually, the Magician is at the bottom of the spiritual position here. That's a card of manifesting, and that's a great card to have there. We can manifest what we want. That energy will be present. in this new moon cycle in Sagittarius. So let's use this to manifest what we want spiritually. We can get more of that manifestation energy through using our King of Swords energy. That's at the top. So remember, the king, like the queen, is a master, and swords represents intellect and mind. So that King of Swords is a very male, masculine energy and has success through using his mind in a good way. So that's going to help us manifest what we want through that Magician card. So that's really, really cool. For outcome, in the center of the spread, we have 3 outcome cards. The first one is the 6 of Swords. So you can see there's 2 people on there. Logically taking a look at things, planning things out. Spirit is above them in the form of the large predator bird, hawk. That's a card of getting together and have a meeting with another person, another being, another energy, and looking at things logically and planning things out in a good way and having success doing that. So some plans are to be made here as a result of this new moon energy. Next to that card is the 4 of Swords card. So the fella on that card is taking a nap. And but what he's doing is, while he's taking a nap, Spirit is working for him. He has his sword and shield laid on the ground in front of him. And he's not doing battle. He's not taking action. He is stepping back in a meditative sleep state and allowing Spirit to do its work. So that's the card of allowing. So it's important to do that. That's going to be needed at the end of this new moon cycle. We will have success when we do that. 7 of Batons card is the final card. It crosses the other 2 outcome cards. And that is bravery and strength, having that to help us, and spiritual success. So few things are going to happen. That Science card is there, that 6 of Swords, and that's going to have some meetings and discussions about things. But then we're also going to step back and allow Spirit to do its work for us, which is really cool, and having a good spiritual outcome and having bravery and courage. So enjoy the new moon cycle, and welcome again to the Power of Tarot.